Did you know that the environment inside your body could be either helping you stay healthy or quietly feeding disease? Most people don't realize that the foods they eat every day could be tipping the scales, making their bodies more acidic and more vulnerable. In our last video, we revealed 7 alkaline-forming foods that support the body's natural defenses. But today, we're turning the spotlight on the other side of the equation, 8 acid-forming foods that you should avoid or limit if you want to protect your health, especially after 60. If you care about longevity, cancer prevention, and aging gracefully, then this is one video you won't want to skip. Why acidity matters. Let's begin with a simple question. Why does acidity even matter? Your body is constantly working to maintain a delicate balance. Specifically, a pH level of about 7.35 to 7.45 in the blood. That's slightly alkaline. It's not optional. Your survival depends on it. But here's the thing. While your body fights to keep your blood pH stable, the foods you eat can make that job a lot harder. Inside your cells and tissues, when your diet leans too far into acid-forming territory, it creates an internal environment where disease thrives, particularly fungal overgrowth, inflammation, and yes, cancer. High acidity can sap your body of essential minerals, reduce oxygen flow to cells, and trigger a cascade of harmful effects over time. That's why older adults especially need to be more mindful of what they're feeding their bodies. Acid-forming food. Number 1, processed meats. The first major acid-forming culprit? Processed meats. We're talking bacon, sausages, deli slices, and even cured meats like salami. These meats are not only loaded with phosphorus and sulfur, acid-forming minerals, but also contain nitrates, preservatives, and oxidized fats. Together, this cocktail increases acidity in the body and has been linked in multiple studies to a higher risk of cancer, especially colorectal cancer. Even red meat in excess can push your system into acidic overload. While an occasional serving is fine for many, making processed meats a regular habit is like adding fuel to the fire. Number 2, modern wheat. Next up, modern wheat. The wheat we consume today is not the gentle grain your grandparents knew. Through decades of hybridization, wheat has developed a denser, more complex gluten structure that's difficult for most digestive systems to break down. This has led to a rise in gluten intolerance, bloating, and inflammation, not to mention its acidifying effect on your internal environment. Modern wheat is rich in phosphorus and forms acidic byproducts during digestion. Combine that with its presence in nearly every processed food, bread, pasta, pastries, and you've got a recipe for imbalance. If you want to reduce your body's acid load, switching to ancient grains like einkorn, spelt, or millet may be a good step. Number 3, excessive caffeine. Let's talk about caffeine. That morning cup of coffee may give you a mental boost, but too much caffeine can tilt your internal chemistry toward acidity. Not to mention, it stimulates the adrenal glands, leading to stress hormone spikes that deplete your body's mineral reserves. Caffeine also acts as a diuretic, causing you to flush out calcium, magnesium, and potassium, your natural pH buffers. And let's not forget, most caffeinated drinks come sweetened. Whether it's soda, energy drinks, or those fancy cafe lattes, they often carry both caffeine and sugar, making them a double threat. Number 4, refined sugar. Which brings us to one of the biggest acid formers of all, refined sugar. On the surface, sugar is neutral, but once it's processed in your body, the story changes. Sugar metabolism produces lactic and acetic acid, while also robbing your body of essential minerals needed to neutralize acid buildup. Sugar also feeds harmful bacteria and yeast in your gut, increasing the overall acid load. And over time, it fuels chronic inflammation, a known contributor to heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. If you're serious about reducing acidity, eliminating refined sugar is a crucial first step. Number 5, aged cheeses. You might love the rich flavor of blue cheese or shark cheddar, but your body? Not so much. Aged cheeses are high in protein and phosphorus and often contain mold cultures that aren't exactly gut-friendly. These characteristics make them acid-forming, even though dairy has a mixed reputation in the health world. While fresh cheeses like cottage or ricotta may be less acidic, most dairy products increase the acid burden, especially if they come from poorly fed or medicated livestock. If you're going to consume cheese, Keep it occasional and opt for cleaner, less processed options. Number 6, alcohol. Alcohol might be liquid, but it's no different in this discussion. It's an acid-forming substance. Once consumed, alcohol is broken down into acetaldehyde, a toxic compound that stresses the liver and acidifies the blood. Acetaldehyde is also a known carcinogen and neurotoxin. Even moderate alcohol intake can disrupt your pH balance, especially when consumed frequently or with sugary mixers. If your goal is to stay energized, clear-headed, and resilient as you age, reducing alcohol is a smart move. Number 7, commercial baked goods. Muffins, cookies, crackers, donuts. Commercial baked goods are more than just empty calories. They're usually made from refined flour, sugar, processed oils, and chemical additives, all of which are acid-forming. These items also have low fiber and nutrient content, which makes them not only acidifying, but also harmful to blood sugar and digestive health. Try swapping these with homemade versions using almond flour, oats, or other whole food ingredients. Your body will thank you. Number 8, artificial sweeteners. Finally, we need to mention artificial sweeteners. Though they contain little to no calories, substances like aspartame and sucralose are not neutral. They've been shown to alter gut bacteria, increase cravings, and in some cases, promote acid retention in body tissues. They also keep your taste buds hooked on sweetness, making it harder to transition to whole, natural foods. Opt instead for natural sweeteners like raw honey, stevia, or monk fruit in moderation. Now, here's the good news. You don't need to eliminate all acid-forming foods. Your body actually functions best with a balance. The ideal ratio? Around 70 to 80% alkaline-forming foods, like leafy greens, fruits, vegetables, and certain nuts and seeds, and 20 to 30% acid-forming ones. The key is in choosing the right acid-forming foods, those with nutritional value, like legumes, whole grains, and almonds, while avoiding the ones that offer no benefit and increase your body's acid load. It's not about perfection, it's about direction. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more elder wisdom on staying strong, sharp, and independent as you age. Let us know in the comments which of these foods surprised you most and what changes you're ready to make starting today. Your health is your legacy. Protect it, nourish it, and let wisdom guide your plate.